Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're reviewing drugstore makeup. So we're gonna get a full face of drugstore makeup. I'm pretty excited because I'm not one to usually buy drugstore makeup. I think it's because I like interacting with the beautiful packaging of more high-end stuff. I'm not a big fan of drugstore packaging, so I don't get as excited. But today I'm pretty excited about these products just because I know that some of the formulas are really great. Like some of the drugstore formulas are very comparable to higher end brands. So I got a bunch of random stuff yesterday. I went and bought a bunch of stuff that looked interesting. I don't think these are all new releases at all, but they're just different brands and just products that might work or not for you and I. So let's get into this and start by prepping the skin. I'm not sure how expensive it would be to buy the same amount of products in the US, but I'm pretty sure it's cheaper because I spent over $350 on this amount of makeup. This is the Honest Beauty Hydrogel Cream. I feel like this is gonna be way too thin for the kind of foundation that I'm using. Actually, it's pretty hydrating, so it might work well. I opened a few of the products. Like, look at how much crazy packaging comes off from these things, and this is like crazy hard to remove. It leaves the product sticky, so I was like cleaning some of the products and just opening them up so I wouldn't take forever doing this in front of you guys. And today we're gonna go in with this Infallible foundation, which has been all over the place, and the Infallible powder foundation. I'm using them in conjunction. Instead of applying a loose powder, I'm gonna use this to see if it adds more coverage and see how it works, because I actually saw a makeup artist work it that way. And let's see how this goes. I'm using the NYX Marshmallow Primer, which is supposed to, it contains marshmallow root extract. It's supposed to smooth the skin, give you longevity with your makeup, and just create like a flawless canvas. That's what the claims are. So let's see. It smells very light, but it smells delicious. It smells like sweet candy. I like the texture so far. I feel like that product was like really famous at some point not too long ago, and it must be because it does something good. So let's see. Skin is prepped. I definitely chose the wrong foundation shade, which is 110 in Vanilla Rose, and this is way too pink for me. I usually go for neutral. You can't really see that it's pink on camera, but it looks pink in real life. I think I can make it work. Yeah, I can make it work. But I usually go for neutral to medium, neutral to warm complexion products. And yeah, that was my mistake for not looking at swatches of the foundation before. But I think we can make this work well. All right. I think I'm just gonna use a sponge instead of a brush to see what kind of coverage I get with a sponge. Let me get closer so you can look at the texture. Okay, doesn't feel heavy on the skin. Has pretty good coverage. I wanna see what it feels like once it dries out. I know a lot of people really love drugstore makeup because like you can get a full face, a full beat, and look amazing without spending tons of money. Even though I don't think it's as cheap as they thought it was gonna be. But it might just be here in Mexico. All right. Complexion is looking all right, looking fine. I'm sorry if I look through the box, you guys, and make some noise, but that's because I am moving the stuff around. I don't have it like set up, because I wanted to show you guys the whole box of what I got. I have these two concealers. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, and between the two, I think I'm going to go with the infallible one and then try the other one in my next drugstore videos, just so that we can continue with the infallible line of products. A little bit on the red areas, a little bit on that mustache that you get from the sun, even though I don't get any sun. This is damage from like 10 years ago of actually bathing in the sun when sunscreen was not as popular, and it wasn't like a necessity unless you were actually tanning. But yeah, you guys. Okay, I think it's a perfect match. If not perfect, it's pretty close. It brightens, but it's not way too pale. Yeah, I think it works pretty well. And once I add bronzer and a little goes a long way, you guys. Definitely. I think I added a little bit too much under my eyes, even though I just did like a little dot. It seems like I added a little bit too much. So I'm just gonna go in with the back of the sponge to remove a little bit of the excess. And that works pretty well. I would love to know which products you guys love from the drugstore so that I can do a video with your favorite products and give you my thoughts on them. That would be pretty fun for me. I don't know if that would be fun for you guys, but it sounds like fun to me. I always remove the leftover foundation that I got on my lips. Let me look in the mirror and see if this actually looks good. It's a little dirty. It's looking pretty flawless. It's looking pretty good. I don't think it covered my under eye circles completely. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more under this eye. Beep, beep. There we go. And tap, tap, tap. You guys, I am loving doing YouTube. I just started 2 weeks ago, and it's been such a fun journey. I get excited every morning to talk to you guys and show you the products that I'm trying. It's just so fun. For the bronzer, I'm using the L'Oreal Bronze to Paradise. It contains 84% natural ingredients. I don't know about those claims, you guys. Sometimes they're true, sometimes natural. We don't know what it means. I'm using the Eco Tools full powder brush. Let's see how this works. Oh, actually, yeah, I am gonna use this loose brush instead of using a more tightly packed brush like this one, just because I'm not trying to add a bunch of coverage. So I'm using the infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation in the shade. What shade, you guys? I don't know the shade, but I'm going ivory buff. Yeah, I'm going in with a not too dark shade. Let's see if this adds any heaviness to the skin. But I did watch online that it just like perfects the look of your foundation, adds a little bit of extra coverage, and I would say it's a pretty light powder. Doesn't feel heavy at all. I don't like using a lot of powder on my face because I find that it just accentuates a little wrinkles and sometimes even your pores. So I think, see, my face doesn't look glowy as it usually does with other kind of foundations, since I'm usually into glowy foundations, but it does look quite perfected kind of flawless. This red area of my brows. All right, you guys, so far I'm liking this. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm going in with the Bronze Paradise in the shade Back to Bronze. This also claims to have all natural products. I'm gonna go in with actually this side. No, I don't know if this is too big for bronzer. No, I think this will work. This will definitely work. This is a matte bronzer. Let's look at the undertone. It's not cool, but it's also not too warm, which I like. It's like right in the middle. Works perfectly fine for medium to light to medium skin tones, in my opinion. This will work perfectly fine for those kind of shades. So yeah, hopefully I'll like some of the products and get some more use out of them, so it's not just like a one-time use for the video and then forget about them and leave them just in the back of my drawers. I'm liking the new technique to like pat instead of doing the stripe. Just tap in your contour or bronzer. It gives a more flawless finish and you can't really see the stripe. All right, I'm gonna see if I can contour my nose with this shade. Hopefully I won't get the opposite effect. Instead of contouring, just making my nose look wider. It depends a lot on the undertones, but I think this is a good enough shade for contouring. So if you're into contouring, sorry, I'm cleaning my mirror. It's still dirty. What? It's just like cloudy. All right, I need to concentrate for this, guys. I haven't decorated my house for Christmas. Yeah, this works fine as a contouring shade. I haven't decorated my house, and I cannot wait to decorate my house. Adding a little bit always to my eyelids so that there's a little bit of depth. Sometimes I just go with a little bit of bronzer shade on my lids and a little bit of glitter and call it a day. I'm putting on some of my Fawn Delicious Recovery and Glow Lip Oil to prep my lips until I add my lipstick. So far, I think the bronzer looks really good. I don't see any orangey undertones, so that's great. Now I'm going in with a blush of Paradise in the shade Life is a Peach. Sorry, guys. Oh, is there a sticker on this? Yes, there is a sticker on this. I thought I had opened all the products, so this would be quicker, but we got it. Okay, so this is like a peachy shade. It's pretty cute. Let's see what it looks like on the face. Always try to tap your brush, you guys, and then just go in with little tap, tap, tap motions. You can also swirl it back and forth. Always go in to the temples to lift up your face. If your face is too thin and you would like to make your cheeks appear a little fuller, go in this area, on this area. And I try not to smile and then put the powder on, because once you add it, right? And then once you stop smiling, the blush goes down. So I try to add it always with my face in a regular position without smiling, so that I don't add the blush to the wrong area. A little bit on the nose. I am a blush queen, you guys, so might be a little too much blush for some people, but it works for me. Yeah, it's a very natural, Very silky powder. It doesn't look cakey at all, but my face is looking quite matte for my taste. Quite matte. All right, for brows, I have the e.l.f. pencil. I have this unbelievable brow, which is supposed to last. It's a 90-second application. It's supposed to last 2 days. It's waterproof, transfer proof, sponge proof, sweat proof. So I don't know about all these claims. I got it in the shade Shut Down, which was the only shade they had. And I also got this color stay from Revlon brow pencil, which has an angled tip, which I like, and it's waterproof. So let's start with this pencil and see if the undertones are all right and if it works for me. I'm very picky about my brow pencils. I'm usually looking for a thin pencil instead of just like a thick tip. And I saw that the e.l.f. pencil, even though I do like the shade because I swatched it and I tried it, I do like the shade. Oh my god. But the tip is not thin enough. I will show it to you guys. This, you see, it's like crazy how they package the product sometimes because there's so many stickers on it and they're just not easy to open. And I know why they do this whole shebang of wrapping everything in like this really tight sticker so that people don't open the products at the drugstore. But it just ruins the feel of the product. I like this. I would like it to be a little bit less warm, but I think it might work. So let's go in and try it out. I like that it has a spoolie. I like that it's retractable. Let's see what the color looks like on my brows. My brows are quite cool tone, so I never like to go in with warms. But it's not looking that bad. I'm mostly looking to see if I like the formula because I can always just look for another shade if I do like the formula. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, it definitely glides easily. It's not too thick. Like the formula is not waxy. It's a little bit patchy, a little bit. But nothing out of this world. I think it's a good drugstore buy. But it definitely becomes a little fatter and the tip is a little thicker as you start using it more. So it doesn't allow me to create those hair strokes that I enjoy doing. So I don't think this will be one of my favorites, but if you don't mind having a thicker applicator, then this will probably work well for you. And yeah, you can probably get this for like $8. Not sure how much it is in the US, but it's a cheap alternative to the Benefit pencils. I like finding cheaper dupes. But just lately, I've been buying stuff at the, I just smashed the crap out of the tip. I've been looking at drugstore stuff lately. I used to buy drugstore when I was younger, for sure. But then I just got obsessed with all the makeup that they have at Sephora and kind of like threw the drugstore products in the back burner. I feel like I'm missing a pop of something cooler on my cheeks. So I'm gonna be using this Milani blush that I have. I don't think it says the shade on it, but I've heard Milani blushes are really good. So let's add a bit of this color, which might wake up my skin a little bit more. Let me see. Looks a little similar to the other one. No. So I'm gonna try the Physicians Formula Rose All Day Set and Glow. So this is kind of like a shiny, shimmery, very light. Has some radiance to it, so it might make my skin look a little healthier. Yeah, this definitely does the trick. See how this side just looks a little bit more awake? A little bit on the nose. Yes, 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 yes. This was a good choice. Yep, good choice. That's this other box of more drugstore makeup that I have to try for you guys. So I'm not sure if I'll be doing it this week or later on. I'm gonna set my brows with this Crazy Claims of the Unbelievable Brow. This has a spoolie, and what is this? Oh my god, it is, no you guys, I'm not using this because I already did my brows, so it's like painting and then brushing. I'm not sure how the heck you're supposed to use this. I'm gonna watch a video online, and then, I mean, you're supposed to do it with the applicator first and then go in with this thin side to apply it, and then with the spoolie. But I'm not in the mood to go through all this hassle today, you guys, so I will try it in my next video, and I will just be using the NYX glue for the brows. I always make this like funny face when I'm trying to open anything. I go like as if I'm using so much of my strength to open it up, and it's quite funny. People make fun of me all the time. All right, let's see. My hands are always looking like this, guys. I'm always swatching random crap on my hands. I've tried this brow glue before, and it's pretty good. It reminds me of the Anastasia Brow Freeze in like a liquid form. This one's a little stickier, but I find that it holds my brows in place all day. It doesn't turn white, even though it doesn't look completely clear as soon as you apply it. It definitely turns clear once you've worked the product in. Let's see. So yes, I do recommend this one. My sister gave it to me for the first time. I just had a new one, and I love it. It's pretty good, and it's cheap, so it's a win-win. For highlighter, I'm going in with the Essence Choose Your Glow highlighter palette. I'm gonna go in with, let's see, I will swatch the 3 shades, and let's see which one works best for me. This one's too dark. I'm gonna go in with the first one, which is a little pinkish, and I like that. I'm gonna go in with my Mario F2 brush and add a little bit. This is a candlelit glow. Okay, it looks cute. Cute. It's quite a thin formula. It doesn't leave a stripe of color. Like, you know, it's more of a sheer veil than a stripe of powder with glitter. It's definitely a sheer veil. You see? It gives a beautiful glow. I like adding some like this in a little C, like a C around my brow bone down to my cheeks. I'm using the lighter one for my nose. Yeah, This works better for the nose. And the whiter one for the top lip. That's it. Okay. Now moving on to eyeshadows. I'm using the Revolution Reloaded palette in Velvet Rose. The shades are beautiful. I already dug my fingers into some of them to look at the swatches and the colors. And it's a color story that feels in my comfort zone. Let me show you guys kind of like the tones. They might not be the best swatches, but you can only really know if you use the shades on your eyelids. So let's do that. I need more eyeshadow brushes. Where are they? Oh, here they are. 1 second, guys. There we go. Okay, so to start with, I'm gonna go in with this brownie shade, as I always try to go in with a brownie shade as a base. Wow, there's a lot of fallout. These are dusty, you guys. They are dusty. Okay, how is it working on the lid? I think it's working pretty fine on the lid. Yeah, it does not look patchy. No, does not look patchy. From the swatches, I was expecting it to be a little bit patchy, but swatches can be very deceiving, you guys. Sometimes swatches are great and the formula is not that well, doesn't translate well to the eye. And other times the swatches are not that great and the formula works perfectly fine on your eyes. So I don't have a lot of Revolution makeup. I think it's like one of the few things that I have, and so far I'm pretty pleased with this palette. I'm gonna go in with this like dusty rose and just add it to my whole mobile lid. Is that how you say it? Mobile lid? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I'm going in just for a super classic eye look. For my bottom lashes, I'm pinching my brush and using the same brownie shade that I used to lay down my eyeshadow foundation. Yeah, I like this, just like this, like a natural everyday look, because I'm going to the hospital after this to see my dad, who's still there. So I don't want to go with such a wild makeup because I'm wearing sweatpants. I'm gonna be showing you guys the sweatpants that I wear because I love sweatpants, and for you guys out there who like sweatpants as well, these are from XOXO, and I'll be showing you my everyday sweatpant look, just in case you guys also love sweatpants, so you can see where I find mine, if you like them. I know this is not beauty, but I guess clothing is beauty as well. This is like a flaky gold eyeshadow. It's flakier than I imagined it would be, but it doesn't bother me. They're kind of like thin, thick sparkles, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad about it. I'm concentrating on the inner corners and the middle of my lid and not so much in the outer corner. Yep, this works just fine, you guys. So this palette is definitely a good, decent palette if you're trying to go for quite a natural look. I forgot something light for my inner corners. I definitely want to put something on my inner corners. I love going in with light shades for my inner corner again. This gold may not be as light as I would want it to be. I'm gonna spray it so that it can hold on more to the product. And see if it looks good as an inner corner highlight. Yeah, works well. Do you guys have a favorite drugstore makeup brand that you might recommend for myself to talk about and show you guys? I'm gonna add a little bit of that same shade to my brow bone. Yep. Okay, I like it. Now on to the lips. I always remove whatever I have on my lips first because otherwise the color won't really stick. I have this Revlon Color Stay Longwear lip liner, which my mom is obsessed with because she says it lasts forever on the lips. And I tried it once. I don't remember how long it lasted. I honestly forgot to check. The tip is super thin, which I like. Oh, it got right on my chin. What is that from? Okay. Ooh, it broke off. Not a good sign. But the formula glides on super smoothly. And even if it broke off, it's still thin. So I might have just like taken out too much product. I like the shade. For my lips, I got this 4 shades, and I think I'm gonna go in with this vinyl ink from, that's too dark. Never mind. Let's try this one from Revlon. Not fully convinced. Let's try this one from Maybelline, the Super Matte ink. They're all too dark for my taste. I mean, I'm sure they look beautiful, but they're definitely too dark for my taste. But I'm gonna have to pick one. Oh, this one's even darker. I'm gonna have to pick one of them. So I'll go in with the vinyl ink because I do love this Maybelline formula. I have tried it before, just not this shade. Let's see. Oh, it's way darker than than the lip liner, which I expected. But I'm just gonna work it in a thin layer so the color is not as saturated. And you can easily get away with using this without a liner and lining your lips with this. Yeah, it's fine. Since the color on my eyes is so nude, I can get away with doing a darker lip. For mascaras, I have these two. I want to try this butterfly one from L'Oreal. It sounds interesting. I like the brush from what it looks like in the picture. I'll show it to you guys. It's a little curved. I like curved brushes because I feel like they really lift your lashes, and if you forgot your eyelash curler, they just work so well to just give you a little oomph and not have your lashes like this. I make the ugliest faces when I apply mascara, you guys, so bear with me. And let's try the mascara. All right, let me get closer to the camera. This side down. I usually stick to waterproof formulas when I can find the product in waterproof, just because I feel like it holds the curl a lot longer. What do you think of this mascara? It's pretty good. Definitely like the shape of the wand. It's lifting my lashes. They're not getting clumpy, so you can tell they're not clumpy at all. I find that Drugstore mascara really sometimes even beats high-end mascara. I don't have that many, but I've tried a few, and sometimes they're even better. Give me recommendations for good mascaras from the Drugstore, you guys. And just a little bit of setting mist. I'm not adding any powder because I already used too much powder on my face with the foundation. So this is what the finished product looks like. I think the skin is looking smooth and glowy and very flawless. I like it a lot. Yeah, I'm surprised with a few of these products. I like them, and yeah, I'm excited to try some more Drugstore makeup with you guys, and thank you for being here. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I'll be uploading almost every day as much as I can. I'm so excited for everyone that's here. Thank you for each subscriber. It means the world to me. Every like, every comment just means so much to me, that you support my channel so that I can continue doing this, and I'm investing my time and my money on this. So I just hope things go well and that I can continue on this journey. So take care, you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.